guys. This is take 3 of this freaking video because take 1, I was stiff as hell and I hated it. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna re-record. Take 2, I was actually pretty happy with until I got to the very end and I looked and it wasn't freaking recording. So hi, how's it going? I'm Brooke Waldorf. I'm likely going to be looking at my screen this entire video because I am either looking at my notes or looking at myself because I'm insecure. Deal with it. If you're a viewer of my channel, you most likely know that my dream is to work in the K-pop industry. So I would like to work creatively behind the scenes. However, for the last year or so that I have decided that this is my dream, I have really struggled with really figuring out what job to do. Like, what should I be applying for? What should I be looking into? What would I be qualified for? And so I recently wrote a blog post on my website talking about the frustrations that I've been dealing with of trying to figure out what I want to do and what I would be good at. And so my good friend Alicia read that blog post. In that blog post, I kind of wrote down like all of my skills and qualifications, and she had just so happened to have just watched a video with an ex-big hit, HYBE, whatever, employee, where he talked about the hiring process and how when he was hiring people, he would have them write up a marketing plan. So he would have them create like concepts and merch and photo cards and things like that. She saw that, she read my blog post, and she was like, oh my God, this is it. Like, this is what you have to do, 100%. And it took me about 5 seconds, and I was like, yeah, no, you're right, 100%. I don't know why I just said 100% twice. That's annoying. But yes, that's what I'm gonna do. So that's what we're doing here today. Over the last few days, I have burned my retinas and my eyes still aren't focusing properly because I've been staring at screens, editing photos, and creating a tarot-inspired photo card concept. Forgot the word for a second. For Stray Kids. So Stray Kids are my favorite group. I love them. That is why I chose to do Stray Kids. I'm a tarot reader. I know a lot about tarot. I love tarot. That's why I chose to do tarot. Also, Hello 19 music video, Rider Waite Tarot, right in that music video. So I had to. Here we are. Really quickly, in case you're not that familiar with tarot, there's 2 types of cards. There's the minor arcana and the major arcana. Minor arcana are kind of like everyday occurrences, whereas the major are more so like big life-changing, life lessons, fate, big energy. So there's a lot of like major arcana only decks. I have a Sailor Moon one, but there's tons of them. So I decided to stick with the major arcana. The major arcana also are associated with the zodiac. I mostly decided to stick with their zodiac signs. Of course, there are 3 Virgos in this group, so only one of them could be the Hermit. And you get one quick guess as to who that might be. I'm just going to give you guys a quick kind of run through of my creative process of why I chose each card for each member, what elements I decided to include and why on their cards, and then at the very end I will roll a montage and you guys can see all of the cards that I created, and that's how we're gonna do this. Okay, so we're gonna go in order of age from oldest to youngest. So we will start with the leader of the group, the oldest member, Bangchan. He is a Libra, and the Libra card is Justice. The traits of the Justice card are fairness, balance, authority, truth, karma, and Libras are known to be excellent peacemakers, really good leaders, and so I definitely feel like he encompasses a lot of these qualities. So on his card, I decided to include the scales, which represent balance. They also represent the balance of intuition and logic and how that is very necessary in life. The double-sided sword, which represents karma and that every action has a consequence. And also, did I say the crown? I don't think I did. The crown, which represents authority. And take this one with a grain of salt because I'm not 100% sure if this is accurate or not. I read it on a forum somewhere and I could not find it anywhere else. So the red robes that represent desire and courage. The outfit I chose for him is from Backdoor. It's a black and red robed outfit. I had it in my mind immediately. I knew this was the outfit I wanted. And there just so happened to be a picture of him in that outfit, sitting in a chair, just like how Justice sits in a chair. So it was perfect, and that's what I used. Okay, moving on to Lino, who is a Scorpio, just like yours truly. Actually, this is probably going up the day before my birthday, so you better wish me a happy birthday or I'm gonna punch you in the face. Just kidding. That was the most Scorpio thing anyone has ever said. But I think Lino is a total Scorpio. I think he embodies Scorpio energy really well. There's 3 cards that represent Scorpio in the major arcana, and those are Death, the Tower, and Judgment. Now, the card that I think most people think of when they think of Scorpio is Death. We're like adorable little Grim Reapers. I did decide to stick with the Death card specifically for him, and the qualities of this card are endings and beginnings, death and rebirth, letting go, profound change, and transformation. So I decided to include on his card a dark blue background with the full moon on display. So the moon rules Cancer. The moon card in the tarot is Pisces energy, and Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer are the 3 water signs. So the 3 water signs are known to be the most intuitive, the most psychic, the most mysterious. So that's why I decided to include the moon. Also, his outfit is very like gothy, kind of Scorpio vibes. He also has like 1 contact in. It gave me kind of werewolf energy. So, you know, full moon, werewolf, transformation. I also used the Scorpio symbol for aesthetics, and the black flag with the 5-petaled rose, which represents beauty, purification, and immortality. And of course, the number 5 is the number of change. And next up is Changbin. He is a Leo. So there's 2 cards that represent Leo energy. That will be the Strength card and the Sun card. Spoiler alert, I gave the Sun to somebody else. If you are a fan of Stray Kids, you can probably guess who I gave it to. But I do think that Changbin really exemplifies the qualities of the Strength card, which are confidence, power, perseverance, inner strength, and vulnerability. So the symbols I decided to use from the Sun card are the infinity symbol, which represents infinite possibilities and potential and wisdom. The flower crown, which represents the beauty of nature and that things take time to be in full bloom. I kept him in a white outfit because the white robes represent purity of spirit. And then I decided to add some butterflies because I wanted to add another element of that like inner strength, and that real strength is vulnerability. It's not like brute strength. So that's why I put some butterflies on there. Next up is Hyunjin, who is a Pisces. Now there are 2 Pisces cards, the Moon and the High Priestess. I decided to go with the Moon. The traits of the Moon card are illusion, confusion, dreams, intuition, mystery, fear, the subconscious, the unknown. And I decided to give him the Moon card because I feel like he does have that mysterious, like sexy kind of like vibe. And so I decided to include on his card the moon. Obviously. I also added clouds because the clouds kind of represent that illusion, that you know, fogginess, that confusion of the moon energy. And I also decided to choose an outfit that I thought made him look like a mysterious moon prince. So there you go. Okay, next up we have our first Virgo, which is Han. And yeah, he's the one I gave the Hermit to, but not just for the reason that you're thinking. We'll get there. So the traits of this particular card are introspection, solitude, soul-searching, withdrawing from society, and inner wisdom. The reason I gave him this card is because, yes, he's a well-documented introverted homebody. That's part of it, which, like, same. But also, he's one of the producers. He writes a lot of the songs, and his songs in particular, I feel like are very deep, very well thought out, very introspective. So I feel like he really does embody the Hermit really well. So the things that I decided to include on his card are the stars and the lantern. So on the Hermit card, he has the lantern with the star in it, and it's to signify the star, like the star card, which we'll get there in a minute. And so it's guiding him through his journey. It's guiding him through the subconscious. It's the light. He can't see that far ahead of him, but the light is guiding him just enough to get him out of there. So I decided to include those. I also put him up in the clouds to represent the higher wisdom element of the Hermit card. And also it's kind of like twilight. So I kind of wanted to use that to also like signify like kind of heading into the subconscious. And also his outfit is his like Grim Reaper Halloween costume, which is much more Scorpio vibes, but I thought it worked really well for the Hermit too. Next up up is Felix, our second Virgo, and he is the one that I gave the sun card to. So if you know anything about Felix, he is sunshine personified. He's adorable. He's got freckles. I think of him as a natural blonde. I know he's not a natural blonde, but he looks like he should be. He is the sun card. The sun card represents enlightenment, material success, bliss, freedom, a childlike sense of wonder and happiness, and the ability to be present and happy in the moment. So yeah, I just feel like that is totally Felix's energy. So that's why I gave him the sun card. And the things that I decided to include on his card are sunlight and sunflowers to represent that vitality and enlightenment. Also, there's a rainbow to represent the beauty after the storm because the sun illuminates. The sun, gets rid of the darkness. And then also I chose an outfit for him that I thought looked like fun and like youthful because on the traditional card, there's a naked baby riding a white horse, which is to signify, freedom and bliss and happiness. And so I wanted to, again, use like a youthful, like fun looking outfit. Okay, next up is our final Virgo, and that is Seungmin. I decided to give him the Hierophant, which is Taurus energy. So Virgo and Taurus are both earth signs. This card represents education, tradition, structure, spirituality, and wisdom. I decided to give this card to Seungmin because from what I know about him, I remember he got pissed at Han for not cleaning up after himself. I don't know, he definitely gives me mildly type A vibes. Structured and organized. And so I thought that the Hierophant worked well for him. And the imagery that I chose to embody on his card are the two keys. So there's two keys laying at the Hierophant's feet. There's a lot of different interpretations as to what those really represent. The keys to heaven, keys to enlightenment. Again, because there's two of them, it's like the keys to unlock the conscious mind and subconscious mind. Take whatever you want from that. And I also gave him a crystal crown, which is to represent his spirituality and his higher wisdom. And I also gave him a traditional looking outfit. So he's in, I think it was from Backdoor as well. It's like a black robed kind of looking outfit that looks more traditional to kind of bring in that traditional aspect of the Hierophant. Final card before the montage. Are you excited? This is IN. He is an Aquarius, and the Aquarius card is the Star, which is my personal favorite card. The Star represents hope and optimism. It is divine timing. It is the message that you should dare to dream and go after those dreams, and that they'll come true. The light at the end of the tunnel, and it represents also higher guidance. So yeah, this is my personal favorite card. It always makes me think of serendipity and magic and just otherworldly stuff, and that's very Aquarius energy, and I feel like that's very IN. Yeah, that's why I chose this card for him. And the elements that I chose to include on his card are stars. So there's, obviously, there's smaller stars, and then there's one large star, and the large star is to represent our North Star, our true north, our calling, that light guiding us through the darkness. Also, his background is a dark starlit sky, again to kind of signify that same kind of thing. I also chose a picture of him with blue hair and a white outfit. So I chose the blue hair because Aquarius is known as the water bearer, although Aquarius is an air sign, and a lot of people that aren't familiar with astrology get confused thinking it's a water sign. It's not, it's an air sign, but Aquarius is the water bearer. I definitely feel like Aquarius is the most watery of the air signs for sure. So I chose blue hair to signify, the water element of Aquarius. And then also the white outfit because just like on the sun card with the naked baby, the woman on the star is naked to represent vulnerability and purity of spirit. And so I chose a white outfit to represent that for IN. Okay, but that's it. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys the cards. Yeah. All right, you guys, that's it. Take 3. That's a wrap. It's still rolling, so we're looking good. But anyways, that is the video. Those are the cards. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you would like to let me know your favorite card down below, that would be awesome. My personal favorite, I think, is definitely Felix's, the Sun card. Han and Ian's, the Hermit and the Star, are close behind. But I don't know, there's something about that Sun card. I just think it's so cute. I'm really proud of that one. I mean, I'm proud of all of them, but that one's definitely my favorite. So anyways, you guys, let me know what your favorite card is down below. Wish me a happy birthday so I don't have to hunt you down like Liam Neeson. And yeah, as always, my Etsy shop, which is where I do my private tarot readings, will be linked in the description below. My website will also be linked in the description below if you want to check that out. You could just learn a little bit more about me, or if you're interested in hiring me, that would be great too. But yeah, that is gonna do it for me. Thank you guys so much. I hope you had a wonderful Halloween, a beautiful Dia de los Muertos, and a happy Brooke Waldorf's birthday. All right, thank you guys. Bye.